Hey guys, welcome back to the Fergie 10 podcast. Today we will be discussing where the U.S. women's national team now ranks amongst the most dominant soccer teams ever after winning their 4th World Cup on Sunday. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more soccer content. Following their 2-0 win against Holland, the U.S. women's soccer team was able to successfully secure their 4th World Championship and 8 editions of the Women's World Cup. Although the scoreline of the final was close, anyone who watched the game saw after the 20-minute mark the U.S. was in control. Even after the penalty of Megan Rapinoe hit the back of the net, the U.S. kicked into another gear as they continued to lay pressure on the Dutch backline until they finally broke again when Rose Lavelle scored from outside the 18-yard box. In this final, the U.S. women's national team once again put on display the firepower which allowed them to plow through the competition over the past month. It is already insanely impressive to win a World Cup, but this year it seemed as if the U.S. were just on a completely different level from their opponents. They were able to win all 7 matches and scored a total of 26 goals, setting a record for the most goals scored in a Women's World Cup. They also set the record for the most goals scored in a single game and highest margin of victory in a single game during a 13-0 win against Thailand. Also against Thailand, American forward Alex Morgan would tie the record for the most goals in a single match with 5. While the offense was shattering records, the U.S. defense was also phenomenal, only conceding 3 goals throughout the entire tournament. There is no question in my mind that both on the women's and men's sides, that this was one of the most dominant international teams and performances ever. During their 7 matches, they led for a total of 442 out of 630 minutes, which is roughly 70% of the time, meaning they scored early and often. Also, they never had to go to extra time or penalties to win a match. Once taking the lead in a match, we never saw the U.S. women's players take their foot off the throttle, which is very difficult to do over a span of 7 matches. The consistency they showed is attributed to their depth. Going into the World Cup, we heard analysts say that there was enough talent in this U.S. team for 2 squads of 11 to be competitive. We saw this as 2015 World Cup hero Carly Lloyd got limited minutes, while 21-year-old rising star Mallory Pugh didn't even appear once throughout the whole tournament. When the player of the tournament, Megan Rapinoe, was injured and had to miss the semifinal against England, they didn't even seem to skip a beat, as Christen Press filled in for her almost seamlessly, scoring a goal in the 10th minute. Even the biggest question mark, goalkeeper Alyssa Nair, who started under the spotlight as a replacement for the suspended Hope Solo, came up big as she saved a potential game-tying penalty against England. Even the greatest men's international teams, such as Brazil, who were led by Pelé to a dominant World Cup victory in 1970, can't match both the offensive and defensive prowess of the U.S. That 1970 Brazil team won a majority of its matches by a very comfortable margin, yet scored fewer goals and conceded more goals than the U.S. women did this year in the World Cup. The performance by the U.S. women's soccer team at this summer's World Cup was inspirational, and one that I believe that will influence a generation of youth soccer players. This team will go down in the history books, and in my opinion prove that they are the most dominant international soccer team ever. Thank you guys for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more amazing soccer content. Let me know in the comments what your favorite memory from the 2019 Women's World Cup was. Thank you, and take it easy. Peace.